The weeknight meal is really typical of the recipes in Everyday Dorie because they look and taste great. It's an everyday dinner, but if I had company coming, I would be proud to serve that as a special meal. Every time I think I've made my favorite chocolate chip cookie and I'm finished with chocolate chip cookies, I'm never going to make another one, I have an idea for another one. It's the Chewy chocolate chip cookie. It's really easy to make because no machines, just whisks and spatulas. The ingredient that makes it chewy, oats. You won't really taste them as oats, but they'll give you that terrific texture. I'll start by mixing the flour. This recipe has baking soda. So mixing the flour and the baking soda together and then adding the oats. Best not to use instant oats. You want that nice texture that you get from old-fashioned oats. As with traditional chocolate chip cookies, it's brown sugar, granulated sugar, fleur de sel, and cinnamon if you want it. I want it. Stir just to mix the ingredients. Oh, I can't resist. Whenever I see brown sugar, I need to get my hands in there. Get those few little lumps out. Eggs. Vanilla, always pure vanilla. And now the melted butter. When the butter is incorporated and you have that nice smooth mixture, add the flour all at once. Now, I say chocolate chips, but they're not. You can use chocolate chips if you want to, but I hope you don't. I like to use chocolate that I love, and this is bittersweet chocolate, cut into chunks. You'll get more chocolate flavor, and you'll also get that kind of intermittent chocolateness in a cookie. Some bites have more chocolate, and then you get all of the little flakes that come from chopping it. So I like to use a cookie scoop to portion the dough. I like it because it's easy. I like it because it's neat. I like it because every cookie is the same size. If you have kids, no one's going to fight over, I want the bigger cookie. I'm going to scoop them close together because I'm going to pop them in the freezer. You can bake them right now if you want to, but if you freeze them, you have a couple of advantages. The cookie will be a little chubbier. Chubby is good with cookies. And also you have the convenience of a bake-on-demand cookie. I'm going to pop these in the freezer and let them live there until I can't stand it anymore and want a cookie. When I got married, I couldn't cook. It was important for me to learn to cook so that I could gather people around. Now for the pimento cheese, which is, as you can see, a push-button recipe. I drained and patted dry these pimentos. You could really just tear them into pieces. You just don't want to put the whole pimento in. I've got cheddar, both white and yellow. And put in some mayonnaise, a little salt, and cayenne pepper. It doesn't look like much, but its flavor builds. Take a look. A little bit more. What you're looking for is a pimento cheese that has curds the way cottage cheese does. I've achieved curds. Pimento cheese is a southern dish. I am not a southerner. And my happiest pimento cheese moment, I served my pimento cheese to friends of mine from North Carolina, and they said, on point. This is a great dish to have with crackers, with celery sticks, with a Bloody Mary. It's really good with a Bloody Mary.
I'm curious, does your husband have a favorite dish of yours?
Michael, do you have a favorite dish of mine? Out of 1,500, yes. What do you like? I've been cooking for Michael for a lot of years, so it's really hard to say a favorite dish, but he does love that chicken milanese. The chicken milanese is pounded chicken, breaded, sauteed, minutes. The chicken gets the triple treatment: breadcrumbs seasoned with salt and pepper, beaten eggs, salt and pepper, breadcrumbs, salt and pepper. I've started with boneless, skinless chicken breasts and pounded them. You can use a skillet if you have a meat tenderizer, use that. They don't have to be very thin. Breadcrumbs, egg, breadcrumbs. If you have time, and it's really convenient if you do this, you can do this breading ahead of time and put the cutlets, the breaded cutlets, on a rack as I have them here, and put them in the refrigerator. You can get this done early and just go straight to the cooking when you're ready for dinner. We're just 2 for dinner tonight, so I'm just making 2 cutlets. So I'm working in a wide skillet over medium heat. I'm using nonstick. You can do it, of course, in any pan, but nonstick is nice here. And I'm using a combination of olive oil and butter. So when you're shallow sauteing like this, you want to make sure that everything is hot before you put anything breaded into the pan. You want the breadcrumbs to brown. You want the chicken to cook. You don't want anything to burn. I'm going to put them in the oven while I do the salad. What makes it really special and beautiful is there's a chopped salad on top of it. And so it's a full meal on one plate. The salad for the chicken milanese is an easy one. It's got nice crunch. It's celery, and you can slice the celery by hand if you like. It's quick to do by hand. Or you can use a mandolin. So I have some baby lettuces here. You can use any kind of green, but you'd like it to be small. And I have a small, mini Persian cucumber. Let's play with the mandolin. That's probably all we need, but it's so much fun to do this. Okay, ready? And some pepper. Any color you want. Obviously, you can add anything you want to this. This would actually be nice with capers if you like capers. I'm going to put the chopped herbs in and give the salad a toss. The vinaigrette for the salad is very puckery. I always hold on to my mustard jars when they're finished because they're great to make dressing in. Olive oil, white balsamic vinegar, and lemon juice, salt, pepper, and a shake. For me, the reason to cook is to be able to share what you've cooked. And the food, of course the food is important, but it's important because it brings people together. They're hot. Be careful.
They're hot.
Yeah.
It's pretty good cooking.
Mm.
Can't taste the oatmeal. It's great.